Hey guys, how's everybody doing? So I'm going to go ahead and give you feedback for my early submitters. All of you get 10 extra points just in case you need it for submitting early for me. That is so great, and I can get to bed in a reasonable time. But I have to give it up at 4 in grade art history papers. Anyway, I'll survive. Okay, here we go. Let's go to Caden first because he was first to submit. And Caden, I looked through your website. Looks amazing. The only thing I noticed is in your opening image. You know, it's a beautiful image, but this is not the straightened version. You see that, like the welcome button and the horizon are not even. So, not going to take off points for that since you've got your plus 10, so don't worry. I would just straighten it before you, I don't know, ASAP. Because you never know when you might get work from this, especially if you spread the word, talk to your friends about it, say, hey, I'm doing photography now, check out my website, right? Do it. You gotta do it. So I do like the welcome button. I think this is a great opening picture for you. And this is excellent. Your about page is great. You look capable, so I can tell you thought about that. Very nice. Personal choice. That is a great photo, that first one. I love it. And this one's so sensitive. And the one of your brother, really good too. So I love all your little, what do they call them? I don't know, buttons that do something. I can't even think what it's called. Okay, self-portraits. Wow, this is so cute. So that's a great picture for you. That's really positive and fun. And then this one is, super photograph, interesting, who wouldn't want a picture of themselves, like that. It's great. It's great, great, great. And then this one is also outstanding. And it shows, it shows strength. I think it's great. And then here's all your landscapes that are perfectly straight. Great, great, great. I love it. And your portraits. There you've got your brother on location. And your friend by I guess that's a pond maybe? Must be a park or something because it's got this cool, I don't know what that is, some kind of a, I can't even think of any words right now. It's like the thing that runs a windmill, right? And this one also great photo. Okay, so excellent, excellent work. Awesome, 100%. Congratulations. Okay, let's look at Michael next. Michael's really got an interesting look here. I love how you did your name. Yeah, Caden Bruce made his about portraits, so I think that's unique. And I like that Michael added a title to his website, and I think that's really, really a cool idea. I liked hearing about you here, and I think it's very welcoming. And this is interesting the way you did this. I'm kind of feel the same as, let's see, who was that said, yeah, the thumbnail. Caden pointed out that the thumbnail of your friend's girlfriend is like a boob shot. So if you want a portrait, you should probably move that down a little, right? What you can do is you can crop the photo to this same aspect ratio, but use just, you know, the top of the picture here. And I don't think that this is your best landscape photo with the fence, so I would consider replacing that. And because we have two similar subjects here, both of your mannequins have the crown on, I think I would have changed one of those, probably this one. Because I think you have some more interesting shots, and I think the color needs to vary more between, yeah, so I would just replace your thumbnails there. So let's look at your landscapes. Love this picture. I think this is great, like fine art. I know that I've always been told, as long as I've been learning about photography, that turning it black and white is not always the best way to go, you know, because most people like to see reality. They like to see color. We kind of gravitate toward black and white, thinking that that'll make it fine art, but here, with this image, it works. And let's see, your beach shots are good. I would have straightened that horizon for sure. So I would definitely fix that. And this one's very nice. I've said that. This one is a picture of, you know, somebody else's artwork to me. The same with this. You know, somebody built this little house at the playground. And it's just, really, it's just a picture of that little house, of that little playground thing that someone else built. So I don't know if I'd include those last two. But yeah, all the others are fine. I would go with either this one or this one, if you straighten this, to as your landscape thumbnail. Okay, and I love that you can just go to the next page down here. And this is a really fun set of images. I would definitely use one of these. And pay attention to the fact that if it's a portrait, you know, like a vertical image, you are going to have to crop it to make it fit in your thumbnail, because your thumbnails are all horizontal. They're all landscape mode. So that can be done. You know, you could pick an interesting part of one of these portrait mode pictures, or you could use this one. And I think this one is probably your best of these. I think it's super colorful. It's so interesting. I'm invited in because it feels like a larger space than what I can see, you know, because we can't see the mannequin's head. So your character is just hinted at. I mean, we know what it is, but we've got a big, beautiful space, and the color is, yeah, just gorgeous. So I would make this your thumbnail. And if you want to resend it to me before tomorrow morning, you know, if you get to make these changes tonight before it's due, that would be great, because I'm going to probably just take off a few points here and there for, you know, just some minor problems. Won't be a lot, because you do have bonus points, so don't worry about that. Really like this one. Be careful about repetition or any redundancy. You know, where you can take away, you know, if it's showing the same idea, I would. So I think 3 or 4 is fine for that section. And you know, I love this photo. Your original of that little guy. Love with the book. Here I see that we still have some of the background. So that can be selected. Select the subject, and then in verse, select the background, and just go to your paint bucket. You can always go to help in portfolio and type in paint bucket, and it'll show you in the tools where it is. Here it is, here it is. Here's where it's hiding. And then just cover up that little area with the paint bucket tool. Or you can also paint over it, you know, with your paintbrush. These are great. Awesome, awesome. I also really like that you chose, a portrait to go next to a portrait. So, we have 2 vertical images, 2 horizontal images. That's really smart and it makes your grid work well together. This one I think is, underpresented here. I feel like this would also be a great idea for your thumbnail. It's not as colorful, but it's such an interesting shot. It's such, for me it's really fine art. So I would make that one more prominent. Here we have the same issue with the background. And here the background is perfect. So I know you know how to do this. Alright, so that's it for still life. I forgot to click on my button down there, so I'm going to go back and see if I missed anything. I think we didn't look at the portraits, yes. Alrighty. Love these portraits. They're so cute and fun. Who wouldn't want to do a couples photo shoot? I bet your friends, even if they just buy you a pizza to take a couple pictures of them, hey, there's dinner. But I think, I really do think that your images are worth more than that. It all is like word of mouth. So if these people are happy, have them tell somebody. Have them refer you, and then you'll give them $10 off their next shoot, right? Or they can share their $10 off with somebody they know, and, demand a little bit of money for your work. It's quality work. All right. So that said, I think I covered all the bases. And if you want to respond to feedback, absolutely. And I do think that even if you don't get it done tonight, I would do it before sharing. Okay? All right, Michael. Awesome, awesome, awesome work. Okay, next is Kaverion. Kaverion, I think your About page is great. Very simple. I love the title of your web page or your website. So this is all very good. And then we can kind of go through. You might wanted to, like now looking at everyone else's, you might wanted to picture of yourself in here. It makes a page more inviting. It's like a window into what your website is about. So here's your portraits. And you know how much I love this picture? I don't know if it's like a filter on there, because that is such a beautiful warm color. And here I don't really mind the blurring, because it's just kind of like the entire shot is a little soft and out of focus, and so I think that works there. And same goes for these ladies. I think that works. And this cute little guy with his good vibes. Adorable. So ideally you would want to have, a simpler background, but I think it works to go in that category. I think it's fine. And your nature walk. I think that these images all work great together. They have nice color, nice composition, and they just work together. They're all 3 the same aspect ratio and all horizontal. So that works great. And your landscapes. I mean, they're like, what do you call it? Panoramas. And this one, ooh, I just love that little surprise over there. It's very cool, and they're nice and straight and interesting. Okay, great job there. And let's look at your fun with food. Okay, I love this. I love this photo cropped. I think it's awesome. I think it's gorgeous. I think you should print it, hang it on your wall, and say, check out my still life over there. And nice close-ups on your spinach and your cookies. And, you know, I like the placement of the, you know, the darker cookies. So that all works well compositionally. Excellent, excellent. Great, great, great. Carry on. 100%. Okay, here's Michaela. And this is very good. Very good. You know, I'll tell you, most photographers, and kind of the trend, some people like to name their business something like, you know, I don't know, I've heard some really silly ones. It's like the professional sounding trend to say Eastridge Photography or Michaela Eastridge Photography. You know, that is, you know, professional sounding. So you could do something like that. Your little blurb here I think is very good. I would probably change this personalizes, to specializes, because I think that's actually what you meant. But you do them, your goal is to create something personal to your client. So you could put in a line something like that, you know, because that's inviting. Who doesn't want to hear, oh, you personalize it to whatever I want? Well, oh, okay, I'll take that. So here we go with personal choice, and you've got 2 ways to get there, which is good. I love that this photo is straightened, perfect. And, you know, event photography, great, 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 great. Okay, and then you've got another way to get there, which is awesome. Okay, I love that sizzling chicken and that yummy rice. And I'm so glad you cropped that photo. This works a lot better. It could even be a little bit tighter. You know, a little bit tighter and completely erase the notion of styrofoam. Because that just makes you think of mall. I don't know, it does me, or food truck, right? And there's your still lives, which are adorable. And I'm glad that you changed that 3rd photo. All right, very nice. Okay, so this is pretty much perfect. And I think I covered everything there. Food, landscape. Did we look at your landscapes? No. Okay, that's super pretty. This is your star photo here. I just love that picture. It's outstanding. And I'm so glad that you put, you know, 3 different representations of your landscapes. Did, you know, that little close-up there and a sunset. So that's good representation of you. All right, everybody. So far, I'm just like so proud of everyone. And I'll go ahead and enter those grades and your attendance. And we are all good to go. Just have, you know, our couple remaining friends. Hopefully we hear from them soon. Everybody else will have, you know, very minor feedback because I'm going to have like, you know, an hour at 4 a.m. to get the last little bit of stuff wrapped up. But good luck to you all, and if you ever need me for anything, feel free to contact me. If it's like 10 years in the future, then you might want to remind me, you know, what year it was, and it'll be fun for us to catch up. And, you know, like I said, if you need me for anything, just reach out. You know my email. I should be here for years and years. And everyone, take care. Have a wonderful break, wonderful summer, and I wish you all the best.